Good evening, Internet. Welcome back to another night of Strange and Scary Games. I'm Mom. That's all just over my shoulder. Tonight we are continuing our journey through Paranormasight, The Mermaid's Curse. This is the sequel to Paranormasight, 7 Mysteries of Honjo. If you haven't seen the previous game or the first video in this series, highly recommend going and getting caught up before you come back to this video. So that's the only warning I'm going to give. In the last video, we found out that our mom may have been a mermaid and that there was an island that was raided by raiders and fell into the ocean, and now there's a curse. So we are trying to unravel the mystery. Guess no one's here right now. Yeah, let's try somewhere else. Are we going back to our grandmother? Nope. I'm not sure where the game wants us to go now. Mr. Wakamura. No good, he's completely clammed up. I doubt we'll be able to crack that shell. Let's try somewhere else. Ah, Chie. You two again, still wandering around poking your noses into business you shouldn't be. How's about you stop messing around and just give up already? Nothing you do is going to make me change my mind. I'm saying this for your sake as much as anyone else, Minokuchi boy. Try to understand my position, eh? For my sake? You managed to survive that disaster 5 years ago. Some would call it a miracle, even. It wouldn't do to see a miracle go to waste, would it? Maybe I flew off the handle a bit earlier. Ended up coming off a bit stronger than I meant to. I can't tell you anything about your mother, but believe me when I say it's best you let sleeping dogs lie. Is this about how Yuza's mom caused that curse? The curse of the raging waves or whatever? So you already know. Heard it all from Shinobu, I'll wager. Do you believe in the curse, Mrs. Chie? Of course I do. At the very least, I know it's not some old wives' tale. I'm not saying you have to believe it too, though. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to talk bad about the woman or anything, but there was obviously something up with Mari Minokuchi 5 years back. She always seemed anxious and on edge, and then the disaster struck. Might be I'm just reading too much into it, but I can't shake these doubts of mine either. I said it before and I'll say it again. No diving. My stance there hasn't changed a bit, you hear me? Damn, guess that's that. By the by, where do you go diving today? Well... Yuzo wanted a particular spot, so we went out about 5 kilometers south of the island. Say what? What were you thinking, diving in the Southern Sea of all places? You've got even less sense than I thought. You know full well that everyone avoids that area because of the disaster 5 years ago. Yeah, I know. But Azami and I both lost family in the disaster too. We wanted to take the chance to pay our respects. Well, I can't say I don't get how you feel. But that strange rumbling I told you about is coming from the south. Just do me a favor and stay away from the sea, alright? Alright. Ain't gonna get nothing from me there. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. Have the 2 foreign tourists come by here at all? Sure did. Saw them just now, actually. What? Do you know where they went? Looked like they were headed to the lighthouse from what I could tell. The lighthouse, huh? Gotcha. A lighthouse on the eastern side of Kamishima. The narrow passage between Cape Irago and Kamishima has long been known to be difficult to navigate, particularly at night, so much so that it has been featured alongside the whirlpools of Awa and the Ondo no Seto Strait in sailor songs about the most feared waterways. Following its construction in the Meiji era, spurred by reports of warships striking reefs in the area, the lighthouses continue to stand watch over the waters of the island, ensuring safe passage to all who travel them. Don't go following them around just because we don't see many foreign folks around these parts, you hear? GA, we heard that 2 Alma divers from the mainland went missing in some sort of accident. You heard right. Do you think that's a bad omen as well? I do. I'm well aware just how dangerous the sea can be, but 2 divers getting caught up in accidents and going missing one right after another? That tells me there's something off with the sea itself. We all done here? You two should leave dealing with the island matters to Shinobu from now on. Keep your heads down and stay out of trouble, you hear? Yeah. Well, that was something. She isn't a bad person at heart, but she sure is stubborn. Yeah. The lighthouse. Oh, looks like we found them. That looks like them, all right. Excuse me. You rang? Do my eyes deceive me? Could these young islanders have come all the way here to talk to us? Welcome, welcome to Kamishina Lighthouse. There's not much here, but please make yourselves at home. Thanks for having us. Why is he the one welcoming us? It's because most people here have been avoiding him. He's excited so someone finally wants to talk. Oh. Anyway, we were wondering if you could spare a moment to talk. Wait, before you do, shall we play a game? I want to guess why you've come to talk to us. May I? Sure. It's probably safe to assume you know we've been making the rounds here asking questions. Indeed, it was most likely hearing such news that incited you to climb all the way up here to meet us, which means... I've got it. We've most certainly done something to offend the good people of this island. Committed some manner of ill-mannered faux pas. You must have come to tell us that the lighthouse is off limits to everyone except authorized personnel. Actually, no. Ah, the bitter taste of failure. And thus does my stint as an aspiring detective end in ignominy. I'd say that whole show was kind of a social faux pas, at least. Don't worry, he's always like this. He'll bounce back in no time. I see. He must be pretty resilient. Since you didn't guess right, do you mind if I continue? Oh, asking my permission, are we? Well then, by all means, permission granted. Thank you. Yes, my name is Arnav Barnum. You can call me Avi as a sign of our newfound friendship, and also because I like it better. Okay then, Avi. Ah, such a pleasing ring to it. And what can I do for you, young man? Would this girl be your daughter? Not quite. Miss Circe Lunarlight here is a distant relative of mine. Yes, Miss Circe Lunarlight would be me. Nice to meet you. I'm Yuza Minakuchi, a resident of Kamishima, and this is... Azami Kumoi. Nice to meet you. Yuza and Azami, eh? The pleasure's mine. Wait, Minakuchi? Oh, so we've piqued your interest, have we? I'm a fantasy writer by trade with a reach spanning the Atlantic from Bonnie, England to vast America. Not that any of his books sell at all. That's right. For some reason, nobody buys my novels. Quite the mystery, no? Alas, a fantasy writer has no need for mysteries. What's that? I earn more as an occult writer, so that might as well be my main job now? Humbug, I say. Stick a sock in it and mind your own beeswax. I see. In any case, I'm your average free spirit. Footloose, fancy-free, and all that. What's that? You're wondering if my bohemian nature is the reason I remain unattached and unwed. Humbug, I say. Stick a sock in it and mind your own beeswax. You seem to be enjoying yourself. Excuse me. I am indeed. Why not give it a try yourself? 1, 2, 3. Humbug, I say. I'm good, actually. Thanks. Impressive as it is, I can see doing this pose 3 times might have been a bit much. Yes. This guy sure is hard to keep up with. At any rate, I recently found myself with a pressing need to visit your fair country for research. Fortunately, young Circe here just happened to be studying in Japan and kindly agreed to accompany me as my guide. Your guide? Indeed, she's quite the enthusiast when it comes to Japanese folklore and occult phenomena, and such a pleasure to converse with as well. Iseshima is a deeply spiritual region, full of sacred places I'd always wanted to visit. How do I look back? We traveled around the mainland before coming here, but this place stands above and beyond. My nose almost started bleeding from the exhilaration. In fact, I think it did a bit. You must have been really excited, huh? Is this place really that special compared to other places? Of course, it wasn't called the land whither repair the waves from the eternal world for nothing, you know. The land whither what? What's this? You've never heard it called that? It's said that Yamato Hime no Mikoto, the Empress of ancient Japan, was searching for a suitable place to enshrine Amaterasu 2,000 years ago. She received a divine revelation that the waves around Ise province would come from the eternal world, which led her to establish the Ise Grand Shrine. This eternal world is a separate realm from the world in which we live. Some describe it as a perpetual paradise. Whoa, you're going to have to slow down there a bit. So, what does that mean exactly? We learned about it in our local history classes, remember? Oh, yeah, I think I remember, sorta. Basically, Ise is such a sacred place, even the ancient gods took a liking to it, right? Exactly, it has such an enchanting vibe. Just being here is enough to have my nose gushing all day long. It sounds dangerous. But the residents wouldn't be feeling too hot if our noses kept bleeding all the time. One thing's for sure, though, you seem to really like Iseshima. As a local, I'm super happy to hear that. Nickname Avi, a fantasy author and occult journalist whose books are published in both America and England, but they apparently don't sell well. Unmarried, he has apparently come to Japan in search of mermaids. A young girl from England, currently on exchange in Japan. She seems to harbor an ardent interest in Japanese folklore and occult stories. I have to remember to give her a British accent. I have to remember how to do a British accent. Will you be staying on Kamishima tonight? If you need somewhere to stay, I know a few places. Well, we've actually booked a guest house back on the mainland. We'll be taking the last ferry back after this. Oh, I guess you don't have much time left then, huh? So what brings you to Kamishima today? I'm glad you asked, young Yuza. We were hoping to pick your brains on the topic as well. There wouldn't happen to be any legends concerning mermaids passed down on this island, would there? So you really are looking for mermaids? Oh, indeed we are. You know what mermaids are, yes? I refer, of course, to the mythical half-human, half-fish creature. Sure, we know that much at least. Ah, then I may be able to provide a modicum of additional information on the subject. Additional information? Well, you may be aware that the typical Western mermaid is envisioned as having the lower half of a fish and the top half of a human woman. It's thought that this interpretation has its origins in another sea monster, the sirens of Greek mythology. Their claim to fame is surfacing near reefs and bewitching sailors with their beautiful voices. Andersen's fairy tale, The Little Mermaid, is a famous example of this type of mermaid. Indeed, it caused this image to enter common knowledge. Yeah, that's exactly what comes to mind when I think of mermaids too. A typical mermaid, right? Ah, but the mermaid that appears in ancient Japanese folklore is quite different. This mermaid has only the head of a human, with the rest of its body being a fish. It appears it was seen more as an evil spirit or a yokai in nature. The legend that eating its flesh will grant immortality also implies that it was seen as more fish than human. Sure, that makes sense. People would definitely think twice about eating something that looked human, right? This isn't to say that there's a difference in Eastern and Western interpretations of mermaids, mind you. One could rather assume that there are several different types of creature that can be encompassed by the term mermaid. After all, there were also reports of more humanoid or demi-human mermaids being sighted in Japan in later years. Different type of mermaids, huh? Personally, I think lumping the two under the same appellation is a mistake. After all, they're two different creatures that just happen to share the same trait of being half fish, half human. It leads to misunderstandings when conflicting stories get passed down, and then the whole concept gets treated as a cult malarkey. I think I see what you mean. Listening to you talk about them, it sounds like you believe mermaids really exist, Avi. But of course I do. After all, I didn't come to research mermaids. I came to look for mermaids. Bum, bum, bum. This is all very compelling. Isn't it? I think this is the first time someone's agreed with me on the matter. And that brings me to my next question. You wouldn't happen to have any local info on mermaids, would you? Unfortunately, I've never heard of any folklore about mermaids here. I see. That would align with the answers we've received from our other inquiries thus far. And it would seem our investigation has branded us as certified weirdos. Most everyone now turns us a blind eye as well as a deaf ear. Well, it's probably not just because of that. I mean, isn't there supposed to be huge occult craze going on in Japan right now? I assumed everyone would be jumping at the chance to discuss cryptids. Pretty sure that's just a small group of enthusiasts getting worked up. Very vocal minority, yeah? Spiritual phenomena, the supernatural, aliens, cryptids, lost civilizations, extrasensory perception, the list goes on. Such unexplainable phenomena were quick to take on a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in Loch Ness, sightings of mythical creatures like the Tsuchinoko or Hibagon, the urban legends of the Kuchisake Onna and Hanako-san, television reports of spoon-bending psychics, documentaries featuring spirit photography and UFOs that become the talk of the school the next day. These are only a few examples of stories that have captivated the public's interest. Magazines specializing in paranormal phenomena continue to thrive with no end to the craze in sight. I remember hearing a little bit about this when I was studying for the Silent Hill 1 video. What's their name? I can't remember their name. There was a big Making Silent 1 documentary. I'm going to have to look that up. If you're that interested in the occult, what brought you all the way to Kamishima? Do you have a reason to believe mermaids could be found here? An excellent question. I do indeed. More precisely, I had reason to believe they could be found around Taishima, an island that no longer exists. Taishima? Indeed, I obtained this information through personal research, so I imagine it's not common knowledge. But some say there were 3 mermaids, Sobe, Nagame, and Hayase, living in the seas around Taishima 400 or so years ago. 3 of them? Do you even know their names? We didn't even know Taishima existed until today. It seems a deliberate decision was made not to leave any records of Taishima's existence, which would obviously lead one to believe something is being concealed. On that note, did you know that records remain of several other sightings of mermaids in Ise Bay? What? Really? That's right. That's more... yeah. Legends about this mermaid exist throughout Japan, and this region is no exception. In particular, there are reports of mermaids having been discovered in Sioux City and Ise City, both of which border Ise Bay. Whoa, I had no idea. I've jotted down some notes on these legends, so please take a look if you're interested. According to the Kokon Chomanju, a collection of notable tales old and new, an anthology of spoken stories compiled in the 13th century, 3 mermaids were discovered caught in the fisherman's net in Betsuho in Ise province, modern-day Nakabeppo Kawagi town in Sioux City. The mermaid of Futa Migaura. The mermaid of Futa Migaura. There are a total of 6 mermaid sightings mentioned in the Kakinki, the ancient annals of Horyuji Temple, covering the later half of Kamakura period to the Namba Kucho period. Did Square Enix Did Square Enix watch my first video and just want to torture me with back-to-back hard-to-pronounce words? Or is this actually like what the thing is? One of these entries describes a mermaid sighting in Futami, Ise province, modern-day Futami town in Ise city, in the second year of the Inbun era, 1357. The mermaid was subsequently named Inmeiju, a name composed of characters affiliated with long life. Ano town's Yao Bikuni. Although the exact time period is unclear, legends tell of a girl named Osato from Kusawa in Ano town of Age district, who became immortal after eating the flesh of a mermaid and went on to become Yao Bikuni, a nun who lived for 800 years. The three mermaids of Taishima. While this information is not recorded in any literature, according to Avi's research, three mermaids, Sobe, Nagame, and Hayase, purportedly lived on Taishima, an island said to have sunk about 400 years ago. Thanks. This is all very interesting. So, which type of mermaid are you looking for, Avi? Well, it seems a lot of mermaid sightings around Ise Bay were fish mermaids. Fish mermaids? But the mermaids sighted around Taishima were apparently the human mermaid sort. So it stands to reason that any mermaids around here would be human mermaids as well. By human mermaids, you mean the sort that are closer to human than fish, right? Indeed, the ones closer to fish, meanwhile, are known as fish mermaids, or that's what I call them anyway. I see. I don't know whether that makes it easier to understand or more complicated. In that case, mermaids whose flesh would make you immortal if you eat them would have to be fish mermaids then, right? Another fine question. It is indeed difficult to imagine people eating the flesh of human mermaids. But I personally believe that human mermaids also have the power to bestow immortality on people. Oh, I wonder. How about another refresher on myth and legend? Are either of you familiar with a place called Ryugu? Ryugu? Is it related to Ryugu Palace that appears in the tale of Urashima Taro? Just so! It could well be considered the inspiration for the undersea palace in that familiar fairy tale. Whoa, I was right! Tale of Urashima Taro. Long, long ago, a youth by the name of Urashima Taro lived in a village by the sea. One day, upon rescuing a sea turtle that was being bullied on the beach, Taro was amazed when the turtle thanked him by inviting him to Ryugu Palace, the legendary undersea palace of the Dragon King, as a token of gratitude for his kindness. Ryugu Palace was a wondrous place with a beauty unlike anything found on the surface world. The princess of Ryugu Palace, Otohime, received him with great hospitality. Taro spent his days treated to elegant dances performed by sea breams and flounders, and satisfied by extravagant feasts, spending his days as if in a dream. After spending some time enjoying his luxurious lifestyle, Taro began to miss his village. He asked Otohime for permission to return home, and although sad to see him go, the princess granted his request. As a parting gift, she handed him a mysterious box, Tamate Bako, but warned him to never open it. Thinking this strange, but agreeing to Otohime's request nonetheless, Taro accepted the Tamate Bako and set out back towards his village on Turtleback. Upon reaching his village, Taro realized everything was different. The house he had lived in was gone, and there was no sign of his parents or anyone he had known. What he had believed to be just a short sojourn in Ryugu Palace had in fact been several hundred years on the surface, and the village and people he had once known were no more. Overcome with despair, Taro turned to the Tamate Bako he had been gifted in his final grasp at home. As he opened the box, a thick white smoke engulfed him, and in that instant, the 100 of years that had passed caught up with him, turning him into an old man. The Ryu, dragon, surely refers to the god of the sea. It's not uncommon for deities associated with water to be serpentine in nature. This would then make Ryugu Palace where the god of the sea resides, the palace of the Dragon King. I had no idea Ryugu Palace was based on something else. Ryugu is known for being home to the priestesses who attend the god of the sea. These women are collectively referred to as Otohime. Oh yeah, Princess Otohime appeared in the tale of Urashima Taro, didn't she? Yeah, but she was described as the ruler of Ryugu Palace in the fairy tale, so she was actually a priestess? A slight embellishment to make for a more interesting story, I assume. Hardly uncommon. There's also another interesting theory about the Otohime of Ryugu. It said they were half fish, half human women in appearance. In other words, they were mermaids. Oh. But that's what I hear you say. That's all well and good, but where is this Ryugu place anyway? You want to know? You're dying to know, aren't you? Very well. Then take it away, Circe. Right. As a matter of fact, Ryugu is said to be the exact same place as the Eternal World I mentioned earlier. Whoa, really? In other words, the sea around Issei, which is said to consist of waves from the Eternal World, is in fact the location of Ryugu. And Ryugu is home to the Otohime mermaids, right? That's right. What's more, as priestesses who live in the land said to be an eternal paradise, it wouldn't be that odd if they had some sort of power to grant immortality to humans. Even in the tale of Urashima Taro, Princess Otohime displayed an ability to influence the physical age of other people using the Tamate Bako. Ah. The story has the basis in the ability of mermaids to influence human lifespans. That power of hers... The story has its basis in the ability of mermaids to influence human lifespans. That power of hers makes a lot more sense, don't you think? I see. So that's why you think human mermaids were able to grant immortality, even without eating their flesh. Oh, you see. Intriguing, is it not? But how would you even get to Ryugu? Aha! What creature was responsible for bringing Urashima Taru to Ryugu in the eponymous tale? That's right, a turtle, or Kame. And what is the name of the island we're currently standing upon? Oh, Kamishima. And there you have the reason for our visit. So you believe there might be some clue as to how to get to Ryugu hidden on Kamishima? Could Kamishima really have some sort of link to Ryugu? Tales of Ryugu, the abode of the god of the sea, exist in every area of Japan, posited by some theories to be the eternal world of legend. It is said to be a perpetual paradise connected to this world via the seabed that bestows everlasting youth and unnatural longevity to those who live there. Some tales also equate Ryugu with the underworld, the place where the dead journey after life. The tale of Urashima Taru, about a youth who was invited to the seafloor palace of Ryugu as thanks for rescuing a turtle, led to Ryugu's name becoming widely known throughout the country. In the story, a princess called Otohime serves as ruler of Ryugu Palace, but Otohime originally referred to priestesses serving the god of the sea who presided over Ryugu. By the way, Yuza. Yes? You said your name was Yuza Minakuchi, correct? Yes, that's right. Are you familiar with an individual by the name of Mare Minakuchi? Huh? Mare Minakuchi was my mom. She passed away in an accident 5 years ago. Ah, I apologize for the indiscretion. My condolences. 5 years ago. You wouldn't happen to have inherited anything from your mother, would you? No, but what do you mean? What do you know about my mom? Could she have had some sort of connection to mermaids? Ah, well, this is more related to my personal research, so I can't say for sure. Please, tell me. I'm also looking for mermaids. If you know anything, I have to know. Well, now, you've certainly grown lively all of a sudden. Let's calm down a bit, Regrettably, the only lead I have is a rumor that suggests some connection between mermaids and Mare Minakuchi. A rumor? From where? Oh, you want to know? Well, I suppose you would, wouldn't you? Very well. I'll tell you. I heard it from a descendant of the islanders who used to call Taishima home. What? So someone survived the disaster that sunk Taishima, and their descendants are still around today? Long story short, yes. Isn't it fascinating? This particular individual was also the one who told me about the 3 mermaids who are said to have lived on Taishima. I see. By the way, if you're also seeking mermaids, you must have some information of your own, yes? Surely this one-sided exchange of knowledge wounds your good conscience. Allow me to remedy that by accepting any information you have. Yuza. Yeah, this is our best lead yet. Let's share what information we can. You see... Oh, so you were saved by a mermaid during the disaster 5 years ago. And you believe the mermaid in question might have been your mother? Yeah, I know it sounds pretty far-fetched. And I know some of it probably comes from me wanting her to still be alive. Oh no, on the contrary, I find it very interesting indeed. Why, you ask? Why? There is a rumor about the 3 mermaids who used to live around Taishima. They say she took on human form several decades ago and has lived among humans ever since. What? No way. That would fit perfectly with our theory. Color me surprised as well. This is my surprised face, by the way. But it would be very interesting if that was the case. Sorry, Avi, I think I'm at my limit. Oh my, that's bad, is it? Is something wrong? My apologies. As much as I wish we could talk more, it would appear we're out of time. I'm afraid we must bid you goodbye for today. Now that you mention it, if you're looking to make the last ferry, you'll probably want to be heading back soon. Wait, this is the most promising lead we found. If you could stay just a bit longer. Believe me, I'd love to continue our chat too, but this little lady's been feeling a bit under the weather ever since arriving here, you see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You're not going to get another nosebleed. If you're feeling that bad, maybe you should stay for the night after all. Thank you. I'm just about holding the nosebleed in. But I really should get off the island as soon as possible. Ever since arriving here, I've had this feeling that some terrible calamity is approaching. A calamity? You can't mean... I forgot to mention, young Circe here is a bit sensitive to things in that sphere, if you catch my drift. Okay. But, as reluctant as I am to part ways, we really should go. Many thanks for the information you shared, and never fear, we'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yuza. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Avi. You rang? If you happen to find any more leads on Mermaid's Day, could you let me know as soon as possible, please? Oh, I didn't expect you to be all that interested. Very well. If I hear anything else, I'll be sure to let you know. If you could give me your contact information, perhaps. Thank you. Man, that sure was a stroke of good luck. I never thought they'd have so much info for us. We managed to learn a lot, but it seems like getting any more from them today will be a bit tough. I really need that information by tomorrow, though. Where are we going now? Why don't we go over to what we've learned so far? Yeah, good idea. First, we learned that my mom was considered cursed by some of the islanders. Yeah, they said she was descended from the person who originally called forth the curse of raging waves or something like that. And because he thinks the curse is about to break out again, Mr. Wakamura is currently trying to find a way to stop it. Not everyone on the island believes in it, though. Kikuko and Shotaro don't seem to believe in it at all, yeah? We also managed to speak with those 2 foreigners who were looking for mermaids. They sure were full of surprises. And there's also that rumor about mermaids living near Taishima, a nearby island that was destroyed, and that one of them assumed human form. I never thought we'd find something to support the idea that my mom might have been a mermaid. Whatever else we may have learned from this, the mermaid that I encountered 5 years ago may very well have been one of those 3 living near Taishima. We also got some hints about where those mermaids might have come from. Yeah, there's a good chance they originally came from an otherworldly place called Ryugu. If they're in a place like that, I don't see how we could ever get to them, though. What the girl said about a calamity approaching is bothering me a bit, too. There's no way she should know about the curse of raging waves, right? Do you think that means the curse is real after all? Oh. Azami, I just realized something. Yeah? If the curse of the raging waves is in danger of breaking out again, then wouldn't that mean its curse bearer is still around today? Oh, damn. You're right. But your mom is, well, not with us anymore. Mr. Wakamura seemed to think it wasn't the direct cause of the curse reappearing too. Yeah, he'd probably be coming down on you even harder if he thought you were. So the person responsible would be someone who wasn't here 5 years ago but is here now. Well, assuming the curse is real anyway. Yeah. Still, I really do wonder if my mom had some sort of link with the mermaids. I hope whatever Gran has to tell us sheds some light on things. You mean what she's planning to tell us at the bay tonight, yeah? Huh? What's wrong? There's a bunch of noise coming from Chuo Street. I think I heard screaming. Let's go. Ah! 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 Why? Why? What happened? What's wrong? Tsukasa, what's going on? I don't... We were just... But then Sato just... Yuza, look over there. What? Ah! Jesus. Sato, there's blood everywhere. What happened? She's not moving. Don't tell me she's dead. Sato just suddenly... We were just... But then she got... cut down. Whatever it was, we gotta get her to the clinic. Wait, what's happening? Whoa! Sato, her wound is... The wound is gone? Ah, Sato! Sato, are you okay? Sato? We got a new scene. Interesting. What was the Osato? Although the exact time period is unclear, legends tell of a girl named Osato from Kusawa in Ano town of Age district, who became immortal after eating the flesh of a mermaid and went on to become Yao Bikuni, a nun who lived for 800 years. So, Sato is an 800-year-old nun? I did not call that one. Time to meet up. Sato Shiranami was mysteriously cut down, yet moments later she resurrected before her friend's very eyes. As confusion engulfs the island, Yuza and Azami head out to meet Yuza's grandmother, Tsuyu Minakuchi, at the appointed time and place. I'm actually going to take a quick second just to clean up real quick, and then I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Several hours later. Sorry to keep you waiting, Yuza. It's nearly time to meet up with Tsuyu, yeah? Let's head that way. Right. Are we not going to talk about what happened with Sato? The whole island was in an uproar after that. We didn't even get to ask Sato what happened. Yeah, apparently she shut herself up in her room at the Wakamura's and hasn't come out since. What the hell was that, though? And how'd she even get hurt like that in the first place? Some of the islanders were kicking up a real fuss, saying that Sato isn't human, that she's something evil that should be chased off the island. But everyone settled down after Mr. Wakamura stepped in and promised to handle it. Everyone on the island's probably heard about it by now, though. It'll be all anyone can talk about for a while yet. Did you go back home afterwards, Yuza? No, I stayed out to do some digging. Gran wasn't at home anyway. She hasn't recovered enough to be able to move around that much, though, so I'm pretty worried. Yeah. You think our promise to meet with her at the bay is still on? Let's go and see. Oh good, she's here. Gran, is your leg okay? Gran, it's me. Oh, you two came after all. The waves were so loud I couldn't hear you for a second. What are you doing over there, Gran? This is where it's hidden. Hidden? What is? What Mare, your mother, left us. My mom? Yes. So, Yuza, have you heard of an island called Taishima? Taishima? Huh? Gran? Gran! Suya, what's wrong? She's hurt bad. We have to stop the bleeding. What are you two doing over there? Kikuko, this isn't what she just suddenly... Is that Suyu? No, you couldn't have. Wait. Shit, she's totally got the wrong idea. It's too late. Gran, she's got no pulse. The wound's too deep. It almost cut her clean in half. She never stood a chance. I'll go get someone. You stay here with Suyu. Yuza. No, it's alright. I'll come with you. Help! Someone get the clinic doctor! This is Old Lady Nakamura? What the hell is happening? I hear screaming from down there, too. Come on, let's go! It's an old lady massacre. No way, even Chie? Someone help! 2 more people collapsed over there. What's happening? Help me, I don't want to die. Damn it, there are too many victims. We aren't going to have enough people to help at this rate. There are more over here, too. What the hell is happening? Is that Kikuko? It got her, too? Someone tell me what's going on. What's with these gashes appearing out of nowhere? This isn't right. There's no way this is normal. Is it a virus? Or was there really a curse? Those affected by the phenomenon died instantly. The strange calamity that had suddenly descended on the Kamishima plunged the island into a panic. With no knowledge of the cause or reason, there was nothing that could be done to prevent it, and the massacre continued unabated for a time. The survivors were seized with fear. Some ran to escape. Some simply broke down. Some flew into a wild rage. A frenzied chaos swept over the island. A short while later, at least we were able to meet up with Tsukasa. But what the hell is going on? The whole island's in an uproar. Everyone's so panicked we couldn't find anyone who could talk straight. Who could blame them? No one knows who'll be affected next. It's probably best to hide here until things settle down. You okay, Tsukasa? No, I have no idea whether my ma's safe or not. And I wasn't able to find Sato either. I'm so worried about her. Old man Wakamura said he'd handle things, so I hope she managed to make it back home at least. Hey, do you think Sato's wound healing up like that has anything to do with what just happened? We've held off prying into Sato's past up to now, but maybe that won't fly anymore. Come to think of it, didn't this whole curse of the raging waves mess start when Sato came to Kamishima? Don't say that. This isn't Sato's fault. She's just a normal girl. I won't let anyone say anything bad about her. Not even you, Azami. Sorry, Tsukasa. I didn't mean anything by it. I wasn't thinking straight. I mean, I never thought something like this was really possible either. Huh? Something like what? Do you have some idea what could have caused this? Well, a little while ago when we were at Old Man Wakamura's place, some guy found and threatened to kill all the women on Kamishima with a curse. Another curse? Who was it? What did they want? I don't really know. He said something about no mercy, just punishment for anyone who defies him. It was really creepy. What the hell? All those people had to die just because some guy didn't get what he wanted? Old Man Wakamura said he'd do something to stop the Raging Waves curse, but things just got worse instead. Asami, calm down. It's no use getting mad at me. You're right. Sorry, Tsukasa. I guess I got a bit heated. Even so, that means those gashes were deliberately caused by someone using curse, right? So they're the one responsible for all of this. Right. Even if the massacre was caused by something supernatural, someone made it happen. About that, something's been bugging me about the whole thing. What do you mean? It didn't seem like the victims were being targeted at random somehow. They were all women for a start, so I was trying to think of some kind of common point that would tie them together. That's our Tsukasa, sharp as ever. So, what were you thinking? Could they have been targeted because they were Ama divers? Now that you mention it, weren't all the victims we saw on the way here Ama divers? I thought I guessed most of the women on Kamishima have at least some Ama diving experience. Ah, but they went after Sato first, right? That wouldn't fit. Oh, you're right. Sato isn't an Ama diver. I was pretty worried Yuza and I might be targeted as well, but I guess we can breathe a bit easier now. We still don't know what the conditions are, though. None of us are out of the woods yet. Wait, the victims were only women. Ah, could the killer have been using this to find their targets? But that would mean the culprit is... What's up, Yuza? You figure something out? Huh? What? Yuza, your head, it's... No! Well done in your efforts thus far. You have now borne witness to the details of the tragedy that befell Kamishima. However, please do not be discouraged. This too is necessary knowledge for your journey. The situation you find yourself in is complex indeed, a veritable maelstrom of events. But I'm sure you will be able to overcome this trial and accomplish your true objective. For now, we will return to the story chart, where you may proceed with a different route. I wish you the best on your journey. What are they fucking doing out there? Are they racing semi-trucks? Why are they so fucking loud? Oh my god. Let's start on Sato. Having grown close to each other, Tsukasa Awao tells Sato Shiranami that she has something important to discuss. Sato, you got a second? So, I was hoping to get a bit of advice. Thing is, you're the only one I can really talk to about this. Sure, what's up? If you got a problem, leave it to me. Kamishima's living, walking, talking encyclopedia. Wow, that's a pretty impressive title, Miss Encyclopedia. Although I think the walking, talking kind of implies you're living already. Either way, I hope you can help. You know what? Even if it kills me, I'll squeeze every last brain cell I've got to help you, Tsukasa. Right. But you're supposed to be a living encyclopedia, so don't go dying on me. Thanks for being there for me, though. Oh, come on. Let's go somewhere with no one else around, then. August 6th. Pardon me a moment, young ladies. Yes? You mean us? Yes, sorry for the trouble, but I was hoping to get some directions. Oh, you're here sightseeing. Welcome to Kamishima. Aha, I'm afraid it's not quite as relaxing as sightseeing. We're looking for the Wakamura residence. Would you happen to know where it is? The Wakamura residence? May I ask who you are? Oh, of course. Please pardon my manners. My name is Yumeko Shiki, a housewife from over in Tokyo. Oh, a housewife. And this here is Soto Kiryu. He's something like an assistant to me. My pleasure. Hold on. My pleasure. A housewife from Tokyo who came to Kamishima to visit Wakamura. It's very, very informative. Thank you. A man who visited Kamishima alongside Yumeko Shiki. Oh, you must be guests for the old man. The Wakamura home is just up the slope after you head through that alley. It's a bit of a maze, though. Want me to show you? Ah, so it was that way. Thank you, but I believe we can manage from here. Believe it or not, Futamigaura investigation. Futamigaura. Thank you, but I believe we can manage from here. Believe it or not, we've been running around all around the region. We're quite used to the area now. Got it. Take care then. Ma'am, is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I'll tell you later. We'll be on our way then. Sorry for stopping you. Huh. Those two had a really strange vibe. The old man sure gets some unusual guests. Yeah, there was something about them. Don't you think that that's the kind of aura that sorcerers would give off? I know what you're getting at. I've heard those rumors too. Everyone's saying that old man Wakamura has been super reliant on some shady sorcerer lately. They did say they were from Tokyo. Maybe they really are sorcerers. Whatever. Come on, Sato. Let's go. Yep. Okay, this spot should work fine. Oh man, now that I'm actually about to talk about it, I'm getting super nervous. Tsukasa asking me for advice? Something must really be weighing on her. She's usually so quick to decide and act on anything. This is rare for her. Are there any stickers? I don't see any stickers. What's going on here? I spotted one sticker the entire game. This little bay is quite hard to find, so hardly anyone ever comes here, including tourists, which makes it a great place to talk in secret. Sound of waves and cicadas surround us. It's your typical summer day. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Now that we're here to talk, she suddenly looks like she can't get the words out. Maybe I should be the one to nudge and ask for my side. She actually looks like she's kind of embarrassed. I'm worried for her, but I have to say she also looks kind of cute like this. She actually looks like she's kind of embarrassed. Anything else? Alrighty, you said you wanted some advice, so let's hear it. How can I help you, Miss Tsukasa? Well, I do want your advice, but I'm not really sure where to start. Wow, I guess this really is an easy topic for her. In that case, let me start off with another topic to loosen her up. Oh, Tsukasa, this reminds me. Did you catch that 2-hour suspense drama the other day? Ah, right, you said you were looking forward to it. I didn't see it. I was watching a period drama. Darn, that actor you like had a good part. He turned out to be the killer, though. Oh, I wish I could have watched it. You did just kind of spoil it, though. Wish we had a VCR like yours. You can record music shows and watch them over and over, right? That sounds amazing. Not many houses on the island have one, though. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a luxury, but being able to record and keep TV programs is the best. Haha, you love TV way more than I do. It's great you can enjoy it whenever you like. You really can't get enough of your TV. Eh? You think I watch too much? How much did you watch this summer? Well, I guess I'm pretty much always watching whenever I'm home. Nice. You should thank old man Wakamura for letting you watch as much as you want. We're hardly ever allowed to watch TV at boarding school. Even at home, I'm always fighting over what to watch with Ma. Makes it damn hard for me to keep up with the conversations at school, you know? TV's just got too much influence on everyone. Can't blame them either. It's pretty fun. Speaking of TV, I saw something on the morning news. Yeah? What happened? They said an AWM diver in the mainland went missing at sea. Ah, yeah, I saw that too. I hope they find her safe. Apparently they're still searching, but it goes to show how dangerous being an AWM diver is. Yeah, even I've had a couple moments out there that have been way too close. When the catch is right in front of you, it's easy to think you can go just a little bit further and end up pushing it just too far. Sounds scary. You be careful out there. Now that I think about it, a little while back, there was that story about old human bones found on the seabed near Toba. Whoa, I've never heard about that one. That really happened? Creepy. Maybe it was someone who went missing at sea. I just hope it isn't like a curse or anything. Yeah, the sea can be pretty scary. The old AWM grannies always told us. We islanders live with the sea, never forget how fearsome it can be. That's why the AWM divers wear charms and mind the proper rites, right? Yeah, gratitude, manners, and restraints toward the sea are never to be forgotten. That's the first thing they teach you when you start diving. You know, Sato, compared to when you first arrived on the island, you've really brightened up. Might be thanks to all the TV. Oh, was I really that gloomy before? Yeah, up until about a month ago, it felt like there was a little cloud hanging over you whenever we spoke. Looks like you were kind of depressed all the time, like nothing in the world really mattered to you. Oof, so that's how I came off? Sorry for being such a downer. Yeah, you didn't crack jokes like you do now either. But this is you, way better. Having fun stuff going on really brought you to life. Makes sense. I'll try to keep up the positivity. I guess you'll be heading back to the mainland soon now that the Obana holidays are over. Yeah, I'll head back to my boarding school in 3 days, so I've only got until the day after tomorrow to take it easy here. Right, time sure flew by. I'm really gonna miss you. Me too. Only 2 days left, huh? 2 days. Ah, what am I gonna do? I guess whatever she wants advice on is time sensitive. So, the plans you were talking about for the day after tomorrow. I guess it's to get together with the others before you head back? Yeah, that's right. Plans with Azami and Yuza. Does she have a crush on Azami? Is that what this is about? I couldn't give them much time this trip, so I figured they might be feeling a bit left out. Makes sense. You're pretty close friends. Totally. Even grown up, they still do the dumbest stuff. Just can't leave them be. Maybe I should leave you all to enjoy it without me then. No way! They're the lucky ones to have someone as cute as you to come along with me. Man, can't believe my summer break's already coming to an end. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Okay, a little small talk and she seems to have calmed down a bit. What could I bring up from my side for a bit of small talk? The only stuff that comes to mind are things I've been watching on TV. Some encyclopedia I am. Guess that was a lie. Okay, I'm ready. I'll just say it. Go ahead. So the thing is, I think I like someone. All right, go on. We'll hardly get to see each other anymore soon. I want to tell him how I feel while I'm still on the island. Makes sense. I'll help however I can. As Kamashima's living encyclopedia, I've seen this all on TV before. I probably know a thing or two that can help, for sure. Yeah, you don't sound all that confident, which kind of makes me a little nervous. But I can tell you mean it. Thanks. I just don't really know what to do. Just talk to him. So, which of the two is the lucky guy? Huh? Who do you mean? Oh, no way. Don't tell me you think I like Azami or Yuza. Wait, you mean it's not one of them? Me falling for one of them? Not a chance. They're basically like brothers to me. I could never picture a romantic relationship with them. Oops, sorry, I just assumed. I call myself the living, walking, talking encyclopedia and brag that I've seen it all on TV, but I guess I don't really know anything. Sorry, this is so embarrassing. I'm gonna go die now. Whoa, don't sweat it, really, no dying. But then, who is it? No point dragging it out, so I'll just tell you. It's Shotaro. Ah, Mr. Wakamura's son. I see. He's sincere, smart, and pretty handsome. I can see why you'd like him. Right? He's back visiting the island at the moment, but he usually goes to university in Tokyo. I secretly admired him for ages, but I always thought he just saw me as a kid. I figured he'd never be interested. But now I go to school on the mainland by myself, and I'm even working as an AWM diver. I think he might see me more as an adult now. More than before, anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. So you want to let him know how you feel while he's still on the island. Maybe it's all just one-sided on my end, but I can't keep these feelings bottled up. Then tell him. I'm with you. I want to tell Shotaro how I feel by the day after tomorrow. What do you think I should do? You're staying with the Wakamuras right now, yeah? Know anything about him that might help? Oh, I'm afraid Miss Encyclopedia might not have that kind of info. You don't have much info at all, do you? I mean, he's honestly not home most of the time, so there's a lot I don't know about him. Feels like he's always got something to do, checking in on folks all over the island. Like, I don't suppose you know if he has a girlfriend in Tokyo or anything. I'm afraid I'm not sure. Tokyo is packed with beautiful girls, right? A guy like him won't be left alone for long. Well, from what I've seen, I haven't noticed him keeping in touch with anyone. Then what about what he likes? Something he'd be happy to get? Let me think. Sorry, nothing's coming to mind at all. I really may as well just go die somewhere. Come on, don't say that. Thinking it through with me is more than enough. You've got to stop joking about dying like that. Oh, Tsukasa, how about this? I'm pretty sure I can ask Shotaro to meet us somewhere. I'll organize that for now, and we can plan from there. How does that sound? Ooh, sounds good. Thank you so much, Sato. So, we kicked around ideas the whole way back, but in the end, writing a love letter and handing it to him is the best call. That's the plan, right? Yep. Since way back when, the tried and true way has always been a love letter. Classic method. I like it. You're heading out to dive tomorrow morning, right? Yeah, weather is looking good. Alrighty, then I'll ask him to come to the bay a little after noon. That work for you? Yeah, I just need to have the letter ready by tomorrow. Hey, can you look it over before I give it to him? Of course, I'll fix it up even if it kills me. Thanks, I'll write it even if it kills me too. Ah, I'm already so nervous. Hey, you two over there. Huh? Is that who I think it is? Ack, it is. It's Shotaro. Oh wow, speak of the devil. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Oh, he's totally glowing as usual. Is something wrong? Have you seen Azami? He didn't show up to today's association meeting. Oh, I see. I haven't seen him today. Ah, I think I know where he is. I'll go get him. Oh, you do? Knew I could count on you, Tsukasa. I'll let you handle it then. Sure. No problem. Oh man, he called me by my name. I'm so fired up right now. Let's do this. Yeah, let's. First off, let's find those two. Bet they're up at the Kantakisho ruins. Let's go, Sato. Right behind you. All right, we met Yumeko. Sado Shiranami, a mysterious girl with an unknown background who arrived on Kamishima several months ago, returns to the home of Shinobu Wakamura, where she is staying, after having been out all morning. Oh, Mr. Wakamura, good morning. Oh, Sado, you're back. Where have you been? Oh, I've been helping out at Tsuyu's place. And that thing you got there, did Tsuyu give you that? Oh, this hand mirror? I just ran into Kikuko down the road. She gave it to me. Fine, no matter. You got a moment? I got something important to discuss. Oh, all right. Is there... It's a flag featuring the island's mascot, Kameshimaru. These were made as original souvenirs for tourists to Kamishima. Seems that triangle pennant flag like this one are a classic souvenir at tourist spots all over the country. This one was apparently put up by Kikuko, who just wouldn't take no for an answer. Flag is done. Is there a sticker? I want these stickers. Where are all of the stickers? There's one. I see it. Mockingbird number 10. Cloak and Plover, we saw that one. That's not on the seabed. What are you talking about? Oh. Tit for Tat and then Cloak and Plover. Got it. This spacing is weird. I think that it's because this one is so big. But I was like, that's not number 12. I definitely didn't get that on the seabed. There's no more information about them, is there? Doesn't look like it. Okay. You found a sticker. I'm happy. The Wakamuras have a lot of social obligations, so they usually eat out. That means this kitchen doesn't see much use these days. I'm probably the one who uses it the most. Even then, I don't cook anything fancy. I mostly just fillet fish. We get fresh seafood often, so I'm getting better at filleting by the day. It tastes so good. Ice cream, so good. Mr. Wakamura, the head of the family, and his son Shotaro are the only two actually living in this house right now. Oh, and me, I suppose. I'm just freeloading here. My family's main home has already moved over to the mainland, so everyone else lives there now. This house is only used when they're staying on the island. Mr. Wakamura only comes a few days a week, and Shotaro usually lives alone in Tokyo. So honestly, I've been here alone more often than not. That's the dream. This is where Mr. Wakamura grew up. Apparently it's been kept much as it was, no major renovations. For someone in such a high position, the place really isn't all that fancy. It's not so different from any other homes on the island. People like that about him. It makes him feel more approachable. Despite the house often being empty, the household shrine is always kept neat and tidy. Is that everything? A telephone with a handmade cover. I can't imagine Mr. Wakamura or Shotaro made it, so someone else on the island must have. It's cute, kinda looks like it's wearing clothes. It's the entrance to the house. People stop by every day whenever Mr. Wakamura's home. If someone needs help or wants some advice, they often come here to see the Wakamuras. It's been about 3 months since Mr. Wakamura let me stay here. Why would he want to talk first thing in the morning? Usually I'm just left to my own devices. Uh-oh, maybe it's finally time. He's finally going to scold me for doing nothing but watch TV all day. This is Shinobu Wakamura. He was kind enough to take me in when I was found here. He holds a bunch of posts both on and off the island, and from what I hear has a lot of influence. At first glance, he can look a bit intimidating. And I've also heard him shouting at subordinates over the phone, so, well, I guess he can actually be rather intimidating too. But with me, he's never been harsh. He's always very generous and patient. Sato, it's been, what, about 3 months since you arrived? Yes, that sounds about right. You've gotten used to life here by now, I expect. I don't suppose you remember anything yet. No, nothing yet. Still aren't sure who you are then. Let's think back a bit. About 3 months ago, the night of the earthquake. I happened to pass by the bay, where I found you washed up on the shore. Right, I still can't remember how that came to be. Scared me good, I'll tell you that. I grabbed a blanket and carried you back here right away. But even after you woke up, you didn't remember anything but your name. You didn't have any belongings either. It was like you had run from somewhere with nothing at all, not even clothes. I'm so sorry you had to find me like that. Not to mention that you didn't seem to know a thing about everyday life. Maybe you grew up way out in the hills or were overly sheltered. But you couldn't even put clothes on properly. You didn't know how to turn the lights on. It was as if you didn't know the first damn thing. Yes, but since I've watched loads of TV, I've learned so much. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed at how fast I managed to pick everything up. Either way, I figured you were a special case, that there had to be some special circumstances. But I decided to say you were a relative of mine and keep you here until you remembered something. Yet you still haven't remembered a thing. That's right. I'm sorry for the trouble. I was really hoping you'd have remembered something by now. But I'm running out of time. We need to move on. Running out of time? Sorry, Sato. There's something I need you to do. Me? But I can hardly do anything right. Yes, you. Let's stop dancing around it. I had a reason for taking you in. To put it plainly, Sato. Hold on. I think they're done. You aren't human, are you? Huh? What? Where did that come from? What was that supposed to mean? Whether you truly can't remember or you're just plain dumb, enough is enough. I haven't told a soul on the island, not even Shotaro. Told them what? That night when I found you washed up in the bay. You were already dead. What? I've seen my share of drowned bodies before. You had no pulse. You weren't breathing. You were without a doubt nothing but a corpse. Nothing could have saved you. I figured that was that, turned around to call the police. But then, right before my eyes, your body mended itself. You started breathing again. The rest is as I told you before. When I said you scared me good, that was because you suddenly came back to life. I only took you in because I realized there was no way you could be a regular human. I don't know what to say. Are you saying I can come back to life if I die? Do you really not know what you are? Maybe it's like in that movie. The one with the zombies? Maybe I'm one of those. You don't look rotten enough to be a zombie to me, but honestly, you can call it whatever you want. I did wonder why you took me in and treated me so well. I guess if you knew I'd died and come back, then the reason you were being so kind was... Well, yes. I wanted to know your secret. If I could figure out how you came back, it'd be worth a fortune. Right, makes sense. Doesn't mean I wanted to be rough with you. The plan was to let you settle in, and once you remembered, we'd talk. Oh, that was very gentlemanly of you. Thank you. Well, I did wonder whether that was a one-off thing or something you could do again and again. I even thought about taking a blade to you to test it. But if it really was a one-off thing, that would have been too risky, so I decided to wait and see. Right. Maybe not quite as gentlemanly as I thought. Anyway, things have changed now. There's no time to be kind anymore. I'm out of options. This is an emergency. Irk. But I don't want this to get ugly. First, I just want you to hear me out, okay? All right. Ever since I was a youngin', I've had support from a certain benefactor. Getting this far in one lifetime, all my money, connections, and successes. It was all thanks to his backing advice. Uh-huh. Why bring this up now? Be quiet and listen. Those who owe him call him Unkaku Dono? Unkaku Dono. A title given to those elevated above the clouds. That's how highly we regard him. Elevated above the clouds? Sounds pretty important. Sure is. He's from an old noble family, a real big shot with land businesses all across the prefecture. Anyway, I met with him yesterday and I ended up telling him about you. About me? I figured nobody would believe me even if I told them about a girl who could resurrect herself from the dead. I just mentioned it in passing, expecting him to laugh it off and move on. But to my surprise, Unkaku Dono was really interested, asking all kinds of things. I don't like where this is going. I haven't even said anything bad yet. Maybe, but it sounds like you're about to say he wants you to hand me over to him or something like that. Well, you're not wrong. Unkaku Dono demanded I give you to him. Knew it. He wouldn't take no for an answer, even putting a deal on the table that was hard to refuse. But you still told him no, right? I know you're still strong enough to tell him no. Okay, your silence is scaring me now. What's that face supposed to mean? It would seem that Unkaku Dono has been quietly researching immortality for years. Huh? Immortality? He's pretty serious about it too. Says even the smallest rumors are worth looking into. Last year, when all that rite of resurrection nonsense was going on in Tokyo, he used the opportunity to gather information. I've never even heard of that. Was it a big thing? If I'd known he was so interested, I would never have brought you up. So you're saying you couldn't refuse him? Anyway, let's just say I'm in a bit of a situation with no easy way out now. It would be better if there was a way to not have to take the deal, so I pleaded with him to give me more time. Oh, I knew you'd come through. Thank you. Which brings me to what I need to ask you, Sato. If you stop hiding things and tell me everything you know, I won't make this harder than it has to be. Well, tell me, have you heard of people on the island talk about the curse of raging waves? The raging waves? That doesn't sound like a very nice curse. So you haven't heard of it. Let me explain. Wait, so the disaster 5 years ago, that was all because of this curse? And it was created from the lingering resentment of all the people who died on Taishima 400 years ago? If that's true, it must be a very powerful curse. No doubt about that. No doubt? Uh-oh. That's where you come in, Sato. I believe you're the one calling the curse down upon us. You're the Raging Waves curse bearer. Huh? Come on, you can't be serious. The timing fits perfectly. Things started taking a turn for the worse right after you arrived. And more than anything, I know you're not human. Just admit it, you're the one bringing this goddamn curse to the island. Absolutely not. I don't know anything about it. I swear, you've got the wrong person. I was willing to wait until I understood how you came back to life, but now I'm out of time. Whether you don't know or you're just playing dumb, I don't care anymore. I just need you to get rid of the goddamn curse. If you do, I'll never mention any of this again. You can even keep living here, watching as much TV as you like. I'll cover you for as long as you need. But does very well work? If I say very well, will this work? Will she give us information? Very well, I'll get rid of the curse. Ha, I knew it. How is it done? Well, I don't know just yet, but I will by tomorrow, I promise. Bah, if you don't know, then I just can't rely on that. So even the one who brought this curse upon us doesn't know how to lay it to rest. Then I suppose I have no choice but to take Unkaku Dono's deal and hand you over. You see, Unkaku Dono claims he already knows how to break the curse of the Raging Waves. Oh, why would he know that? I've warned him about the curse many times. I suppose he must have dug into it. I suppose you will have to be an offering to Unkaku Dono, one necessary to save Kamishima. An offering? You mean like a sacrifice? In this day and age? Surely there's a way to save Kamishima that doesn't involve killing anyone. We can find a more humane route. You really think he'd just hand over that information while he's got leverage? Use your head. If you can't help, then refusing his method of lifting the curse isn't on the table anymore. That means there has to be a price. That's just how deals work in the business world. I don't care about the business world. Come now, you think you have a choice? Yes, I don't want to give up on my body to... I don't want to give my body up to someone researching immortality. He could kill me. But that's the thing. There's no need for you to worry about that. You won't stay dead. You'll live through whatever happens, won't you? I refuse. I have a promise I have to keep, no matter what. You? All you do is eat, sleep, and watch TV all day. What promise could you possibly have to keep? Well, I can't say. Not right now. What nonsense. You're just saying whatever to save yourself. You realize you're choosing to stand against protecting everyone on the island from disaster. Do you really want that on your conscience? Not to mention you're the cause of this mess to begin with. It's time to take responsibility. No, that's not true. You're blaming the wrong person. You live here and eat at our expense for months and then refuse one request? Unbelievable. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. The handover is tomorrow night, the 8th. The transport boat will slip out of port. Until then, do as you like. And don't bother trying to escape the island. I've told the ferry not to let you board. There's nowhere on this island my eyes don't reach. If I'd done this 5 years ago, maybe I could have stopped it. I won't make the same mistake. Was this taken from a photo and then... Oh no, this is awful. Is he serious? He wants to use me as a sacrifice? I mean, it's true I'm in no position to refuse, but no, there's no way. What do I do? What can I do? I'm going out for a bit. Fine, talk to whoever you want. It won't change a thing. No one here will define my decision. I panicked and came all the way out here, but what the hell am I supposed to do? Whatever happens, I still have to keep the promise I made to Tsukasa yesterday. Hey, Sato. Finally caught up. Do you have a minute? Shotaro? Good timing. I had something I wanted to ask you too. Oh, go ahead. No stickers, no stickers. This white beach lies on the southeastern side of the island. It's blanketed by the sound of waves. The sea's so calm today, just like yesterday. Hard to believe a curse could do anything to break the solace. I believe that big rock on the coast is called Shinjo Iwa. It means something like thousand-fold rock, and is a bit of a local landmark. Shotaro came back from Tokyo about 2 weeks ago to visit his family here. I was already staying at the Wakamura residence, so that's when we first met. Ever since then, he's been checking in on me a lot, like he's really concerned about me. Oh no. He's not a bad person at all, and I can see why so many people like him. But for some reason, it feels like we come from completely different worlds, like we see things in a completely different light. To be honest, I feel there is a kind of distance between us as people. I know this is a bit sudden, but I was wondering if you have some time later this afternoon. Haha, what for? You invited me to something? Not exactly, just something a little complicated I wanted to talk about. Couldn't we just talk right here now? No, I mean, I still need time to prepare. Haha, I think I see how it is. You sure this is the time for that, though? Don't you have bigger things to worry about? Well, yes, but... Even so, I really want you to be there. It's important. All right, I'll be there. Just tell me when and where. Thank you. How about 1 p.m. down by the bay? Got it. I'll be there. All right, so I wanted to let you know. Sorry, I overheard your conversation with my old man earlier. Wait, you did? How much do you hear? Pretty much the whole thing, I think. That house really has paper-thin walls. I heard about the curse, the sacrifice, and you coming back to life. Ah, then yeah, you pretty much heard everything. Honestly, it caught me completely off guard. Can't believe my old man's going on about all that. It's all so ridiculous. I mean, who actually buys into that kind of superstition? But don't worry, Sato, I won't let him do this. I'm on your side. There's no place for something as ridiculous as sacrifices in this day and age. Oh, okay. Anyway, you don't need to worry, Sato. I'll be your knight in shining armor. You're not going to be sacrificed for anything. That's very reassuring. Thank you. Honestly, in a world with science as advanced as ours, talk of curses, sacrifices, and immortality, it's just nonsense. I think my old man has finally lost it. Pretty sure it's all the influence of that so-called sorcerer from Tokyo. Honestly, it's disgraceful. Yeah, it's a bit out of hand. Just so you know, after hearing all that, I confronted him, gave him a pretty firm piece of my mind. Wait, you did? You spoke to Mr. Wakamura? Sure did. I told him flat out that you weren't going to be a sacrifice or anything. Things got pretty heated after that, haha. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You didn't have to go that far for me. Well, you see, I actually have my own reason for not wanting to lose you to some silly sacrifice. Sato. Yes? I'll be direct. Once this whole mess is over, would you consider dating me with marriage in mind? Huh? Huh? Wait, what? You and me? I, didn't see that one coming. You carry yourself so much more calmly than the other girls. There's something elegant, almost regal about you. It's such a pleasure to see. I feel like I'd do anything if it was for you. You're the first woman that's ever made me feel this way. I think us meeting here had to be fate. We were destined to find each other. Wow. You don't believe in curses, but you believe in fate? Touché. But this time I feel like I have no choice but to believe. So listen. I'm heading back to Tokyo next week. I was hoping you'd come with me. Wow. Tokyo? Just think it over, okay? I think it'll be a great chance for you. Damn, this is not fair. Dropping that on me right after saying he'd help save me. I'm really not interested. I should nip this in the bud before it becomes a problem down the line. I'm sorry. What? What did you just say? Wait, what? Tsukasa? How long have you been there? Oh, didn't know you were there, Tsukasa. Have you been eavesdropping on our secret conversation? That's not very polite. Secret conversation? So that's really how it is? Ah, Sato, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. No, wait, Tsukasa, it's not what you think. What? I really am the worst. I'm so sorry I was so clueless. Tsukasa, wait. What the hell was that? I'm sorry, I have to go. So that's where the boys meet up with her. It looks like there's more to the left here. That's interesting. All right, we've got about 30 minutes. Go for a confession. Shotaro asks Sato to start a relationship with the intention of eventually marrying her. Tsukasa, who happened to be there, is taken aback by what she's heard and runs away. Sato chases after her to clear up the misunderstanding. I'm going to take a second. I'll be right back. Wah, I can't do this. It's not fair. Hey, Tsukasa, listen, you're okay. There's still a chance. No, there isn't. Wah. Tsukasa, Sato, what's going on? Well, I'm sorry. I can't explain right now. Tsukasa, come on. We're drawing too much attention here. Wah. You feeling a little better now? Yeah, sorry. None of this is your fault, Sato. I know that. And now we've missed the meeting time too. Shotaro's probably out there looking for us. Yeah, we'll find him later and apologize. These are the ruins of an old building called the Kantakisho Ruins. Probably people hardly ever come here anymore. There's nothing. Seems like there's nothing. Tsukasa was in pieces earlier, but at least she seems to have calmed down a bit now. I mean, after something like that, of course she'd be upset. So you're saying that today was the first time he ever said anything like that to you? Yep, I had no idea he would be confessing out of the blue like that. I mean, I get it now. I know you aren't interested in him, but... I guess I really am still just a kid. I don't have the confidence to confess like that. Getting married, going to Tokyo together, that's way too much for me to even begin thinking about. Yeah, he just skipped several steps ahead. I guess guys from the city are just like that. Still, you handled it so calmly. I was seriously impressed. If you say so. You were so calm and collected, I swear. I can hardly believe you're the same age as me. I wish I could stay that calm. Although you seem a bit different too. Did something happen? I only really caught the tail end of your conversation back there. Ah, well. Yes, honestly, it's been quite a day. But I was planning to tell you everything. Huh? Tell me what? You're kind of scaring me with that serious look. Yeah, well, what I'm about to tell you is going to sound completely insane for all sorts of reasons. But every word of it is true. I need you to believe me, okay? Okay. Scary. So this morning, Mr. Wakamura came to see me. What? I don't even... You can't be serious. You're going to be offered up as a sacrifice tomorrow? And what? Some cursed storm is coming to the island and you died and came back? Are you actually being serious? Yep, or at least Mr. Wakamura is completely convinced that's the case. Shotaro said it was all nonsense. He didn't believe a word of it. Nuh-uh, this is not okay. This is all seriously messed up. You said before you didn't really remember much about your past, right? But claiming that you died, that has to be bullshit. Sato, why aren't you saying anything? Hello, Sato, you okay? Well, I don't know. Hello, Sato, you okay? I guess we talk about her first. So, things have gotten a bit messed up now. But I still think you need to tell Shotaro. I still think you need to tell Shotaro how you feel. You really think so? But he's clearly into you, not me. I mean, I don't think his feelings are just gonna flip once you tell him. In fact, I'd be even more worried if he changed his mind that easily. I guess that's true. That said, letting him know your feelings is the best way to have him realize you're an option for him. I'm pretty sure up until now he just hasn't been paying attention. He hasn't noticed all the great stuff about you. Realize I'm an option? I'm not so sure that's the problem. You never know, even if he doesn't respond to you right away, his feelings could always change over time. Just look at you. You're cute, you're smart, and you're a great person. You've got every reason to be confident. You're making me blush. It does sound convincing coming from you. I mean, I was totally ready to just throw it out there to see what would happen and all. But now you're starting to make me think I might actually have a shot. Exactly. No need to rush. Just take your time and let both of your feelings develop. Thanks, Sato. You're right. I can't just give up. I'm going to go ahead and tell him. But you're really good at this, Sato. You must be super experienced with all of this. Of course I am. They don't call me a living encyclopedia for nothing. Oh yes, Miss Encyclopedia. I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot too. So, did you finish writing the love letter? Well, I did finish it, but I ripped it up and threw it away. Oh, damn. Don't worry, I'll write another one day. It's probably a good thing I get a redo. The first one was all me anyway. Yeah, that's the spirit. I suppose I'll need one more thing, Sato. You'll need to invite Shotaro over for me again. Yep, that I can do. I'll get him to come even if it kills me. Thanks, but I'd rather you didn't get killed over this. Alright, time to rewrite that love letter. Hello, Sato, you okay? Well, I don't know. I don't think I can keep hiding the truth about myself much longer. Yeah, she deserves to know. I should tell her. About me, about my past. All that said, I feel like whatever's going on with you is way more serious. Yeah, about that. You think we can talk for a bit? I have something important to share. Whoa, that serious face again. You're kind of scaring me. So, the truth is, some of my memories have started coming back. Just a few. Wait, really? That's great. So, what did you remember? Well, I want to keep this just between us for now. That okay? Yeah, of course, totally. Earlier, when you said you couldn't believe we were the same age, you were right. The truth is, although I might look quite young, I've actually been around for a very long time. Oh, so that's what you've been hiding. I knew something was up. I knew it. So how old are you? Around already 20? No, a little older than that. Whoa, I need to guess even higher? Alright then, let's take a big jump. 23. I guess I lied. It's actually a lot older than that, I think. At least. A lot older? Now I'm not sure where to guess. Wait, you're not going to tell me you're secretly some ancient grandma, are you? Yeah, that's about right. Huh? Also, that part about me dying and coming back, there might be some truth to that too. Huh? Yeah, so in other words, I'm actually an immortal girl with an immortal body. Nice to meet you. There's no way. Wait, are you actually being serious here? Yep, completely serious. I mean, I always thought you said some pretty weird things, but this one takes the cake. I guess you did always have a kind of strange vibe about you. Hearing this does sort of make sense. But like, how did that even happen? Well, it's so long ago I barely remember. But long ago, for some reason I can't quite remember, I ended up eating the flesh of a mermaid. The flesh of a mermaid? Oh, I've actually heard stories about that. Eating mermaid flesh is supposed to make you immortal, right? Exactly, that's the stuff. No way, so those stories were real. So you have an immortal body and you've been alive for who knows how long. Yep, that sums it up. So how old are you really? Well, I'm actually not too sure. I'm not really the forgetful type, but I think there was just a human limit to how much I could ever remember. Even when living normally, you wind up forgetting stuff from a long time ago, right? I guess, maybe. I've only been alive 17 years, so I wouldn't really know. Oh yeah. The oldest memory I can still remember probably goes back several centuries at least. Damn, so you really are an ancient grandma. No, I was only 17 when I ate the mermaid flesh, you know. So I wasn't exactly lying about my age. In terms of looks, I'm still a spry, young 17-year-old. Well, sure, I can't argue with that. But you're saying you're actually immortal? I think that tops my surprises for today. You believe me? Of course. You joke around a lot, but I trust you when you say it's serious. Thank you. So if you really did become immortal from eating the flesh of a mermaid, then I guess handing you over to some bigwig like Unka Kudono actually starts to make sense. Yep, if I get handed over to him, I'm pretty sure he'd figure it out. Who knows what could happen? Right? That'd be bad news. No telling what he'd do after that. And if it's the truth, I guess there's no point in making excuses either. Exactly. What about that curse of the raging waves? Is that true too? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's real too. I think it's somehow connected to that place called Taishima that came up in the curse's story. Oh, you are. Even so, I don't think I caused the curse. At least I hope not. So you're saying that you were on Taishima, like 400 years ago? Yes, I think so. I don't really remember what kind of person I was back then, though. Even so, I can't believe the old man just straight out said he was going to hand you over tomorrow. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to get out of that. Well, I'm going to help you out, obviously. How about you really do just run away to Tokyo with Shotaro then? I'd rather not. There has to be a better way. Yeah, even as I said it, I realized I hadn't really thought it through that much. Let's take this one step at a time. Besides, I don't think the curse will just disappear if I leave the island. Yeah, even if you were the curse, that would mean they would just have kicked you off the island, right? It kind of feels like the old man's just trying to pin everything on you. Yeah, there has to be some reason behind it. Either way, if we could somehow stop this curse of the raging waves or whatever, it'd probably solve all of my problems. Probably, yeah, but how are we supposed to stop a curse when we don't even know what it is? I always thought all this curse stuff was just occult nonsense. I never thought it could be real. Well, they are. Spirits and curses really do exist, no doubt about it. It was totally normal to live with them back when, so it surprises me that these days everyone just acts like they're not real. No way, that's all so surreal. Well, I suppose you being here is already past surreal and into mythical. Guess I gotta rethink what's normal. I think they're done. I hope they're done. I guess that means our best chance at the moment probably lies in your memory somewhere. Do you really not remember anything about what you were doing before you washed up on the island? No. Well, I now remember that I was on Taishima 400 years ago. Everything between then and waking up here is completely blank. I'm guessing I might have been asleep somewhere for the last 400 years or something like that. Damn, how'd something like that even happen? You think it's connected to whatever happened to Taishima? Yep, probably. Still, sleeping for 400 years, that's just unreal. Feels like something out of a story. I mean, you fit into our society so naturally. It's hard to believe you're not from the same era. I was quite lost at first, but I didn't want to cause a scene, so I tried really hard to fit in. Everything had changed so much. There were surprises around every corner. It was pretty overwhelming at first. I can imagine. It's like that old tale of Urashima Taru. You came back and centuries had gone by. Oh yeah, now that you mentioned it, it is quite similar. I'm amazed the tale of Urashima Taru is still being told even now. But you know what amazed me the most? TV. It was incredible how much I could learn from it. Aha, so that's why you were always glued to the TV. Still, that's amazing. I can't believe you managed to blend in so naturally just from watching TV. Yep, it was actually easier than I expected. It felt more like visiting a country with a different culture than jumping through time. And I guess I barely remembered anything from my past. There wasn't much to get in the way of learning new stuff. Right, I guess that's why you seemed a bit distant when you first arrived on this island. Oh yeah, sorry I was such a pain. You were just scared, right? You had no memories and were thrown into a completely different era. I was lucky though. Everyone on the island was so kind. That helped a lot. Still, I can't believe the old man wants to offer you a sacrifice. That's so messed up. I wish you could remember a bit more about yourself, though. Aren't you even a little curious about who you were? Doesn't it worry you? Honestly, not really. I mean, I was probably just another person. Doubt I was anyone special. Don't say that. You never know. Well, either way, you'll just have to make a bunch of good memories for the new you. That sounds good. Even these last few months have been filled with great memories for me. Hang on, I just realized. You really are immortal. If you really are immortal, Sato. Every time you said, even if it kills me, you kind of left out the part where that's not actually possible. Damn, you're right. That does sound bad now. Wait, no, it's the opposite. It means I'm so determined that I risk dying despite my immortality. Uh-huh, so coming from you, it actually carries even more weight. Got it. Phew, I think I spun that one pretty well. You know I can hear you, right? You know what? I actually feel kind of relieved. Even after learning all this about me, you aren't treating me any different. Well, yeah, you're still you. Nothing's really changed for me. Thank you. I'm glad I could tell you the truth. Usually when people find out... Usually when people find out, they freak out and quickly pull away. I was worried you'd do the same. Ah, yeah, I mean, I can see why people might distance themselves if they found out. Yuza's ma was totally shunned when people started blaming her. Hmm? Anyway, don't worry. I won't tell a soul. Your secret's safe with me. Hey, you said Yuza's mom was shunned for something? All Suyu ever told me was that she passed away in the Kamishima Southern Sea disaster 5 years ago. Ah, right. You wouldn't know about it. I mean, I guess it's not exactly something you'd share with a guest of the island. Hmm? Truth is, they pinned the blame for that whole disaster on her, said it was Mari's fault. What? Seriously? But why? No idea. Probably just started saying she was some kind of bad omen or something. Sure, she never really fit in on the island, but that was no reason to treat her like that. That's probably why things felt so tense when Yuza came back to the island a few months back. I figured folks were just joking around, so I didn't really think too much of it. That's so cruel, even after she's gone. But you know, it's quite similar to what's happening to you right now. The old man called you the same thing they called her. What was it? The Raging Waves curse bearer? Wait, so they said Mari was the source of the curse too? That is weird, but what does it mean? Could it be Yuza's ma was actually like you? Like, she was also immortal? Huh? And maybe she didn't really go missing, but was actually sacrificed to this Unkaku Dono. But Mr. Wakamura said he won't make the same mistake he made from 5 years ago, so I don't think that's it. Right, yeah, maybe I'm overthinking it. Still, I wonder if Yuzu or Suyu know anything about this curse of the Raging Waves. Yeah, it's not exactly an easy topic to bring up, but we don't really have any other leads. Let's go talk to Suyu. We can ask her about Mari and the curse. But wait, if Yuza's ma really was this curse bearer or whatever, that means she dragged not only herself and her family, but the whole island into the storm. That's kind of a scary thing to think about. Yeah, I can't imagine she did it on purpose. Maybe at the very least she didn't know about it, but even then, it's still awful. Either way, the outcome was such a terrible one. Nope, the curse bearer stuff has to be total bull. I'm not buying it. Yep, I couldn't agree more. But then where did all these curse bearer rumors come from in the first place? There's got to be a way to prove they're unfounded. Bet you anything it was that so-called sorcerer the old man's been talking to. It has to be. Maybe we could go shake it out of them until they all admit it was made up. It's a bit extreme, but if we could pull it off, it would clear things up. Although, even if we prove you're not the curse bearer, they're still going to come after you for being immortal. Yeah, I guess so. They want me because I'm immortal, not just because of the curse. Man, I really just want to believe all this curse bearer stuff is just nonsense. There's got to be something else we can do. The only other people I really trust around here are Azami and Yuza. If we ask them, I bet they'd help. Ah, would you rather I didn't tell them? I mean, I'm pretty sure they'd keep it secret, but... Yeah, I'd rather avoid telling anyone else. Gotcha. Well then, maybe we could just hide out somewhere until tomorrow, buy a little time. But where could we hide? Oh, but I'm not sure if that's the right choice here. Not even sure if I should mention it. What is it? Whatever. You trusted me with your secret, so I guess it's only fair I share one too. Oh, you have a secret too? Keep this between us, okay? It's about my pa, actually. Wait, your dad? But I thought you grew up with just your mom. I did. That's why I got curious about who my pa was and started digging on my own. Didn't have much to go on, but I managed to piece it together. Maybe I've got a knack for detective work. Haha. Whoa, that's incredible. A detective just like on TV. Anyway, turns out he's a very rich guy from Issei. Apparently, way back, my ma used to work as a maid at his estate. Wait, does that mean... You guessed it. I'm his illegitimate child. Oof, that's a tough one. I mean, I kind of suspected it already, so it wasn't a huge shock or anything. Besides, he's been sending child support this whole time, so I'm grateful, honestly. Wow, your life really is like a TV show. Anyway, I've actually snuck off to meet him a few times. You met your dad all on your own, and that wasn't a problem? Surprisingly, yeah, he was happy to see me. He even said he'd want to meet me, too. Took me out for dinner a couple of times and all. How nice, but you're smart and so cute. I can see why you'd be proud. I've got no complaints about the life I have now with Ma. I'm not out to shake him down for cash or stir up trouble or anything. That said, I've never told Ma that I met with him. There's still bad blood there, apparently. Oh, that's not good. Nobody on the island knows about this. You're the first person I've ever told. Whoa, this turned into a full-on secret swap. Anyway, worst case scenario, I thought we could maybe ask my pa for help. He's pretty rich, so he could probably arrange a place for you to hide for a while. Might help us buy some time to look into this curse. That's quite the connection to have. Thanks for sharing with me. Having a place to lay low would be great, but won't he be suspicious if we don't explain things? Honestly, I'm not sure. We either lie to him or risk telling the truth. And personally, I'd rather not lie to him. You think it's better to keep your secrets even from my pa? Yeah, sorry. I'd really rather no one knew. I get it. If word got out, it'd probably stir up a whole new mess. Let's keep that as our last resort then. It was a great idea, though. Thanks. Hey, Tsukasa, I just had a thought. Yeah, what is it? This Unka Kudono guy, he says he has a way to break the curse of the raging waves, right? Yeah, sounds like it. That's what he's offering in exchange for you, right? Then what if we somehow stole that from him? Ooh, bold idea. You mean we fake the trade and swipe it instead? No, I mean, what if I just snuck into Unkaku Dono's place and took it? So we've had our detective arc, now we're going undercover. Are we spies now? Yeah, okay, that's probably not very realistic. I do think it's a bit of a stretch. We don't exactly have the skills or intel for a spy mission. Still, if there was some way to break the curse of the raging waves, that'd solve everything. Exactly. Is that everything? Okay. We still got a few minutes. Come on, let's go talk to Suyu. Yeah, and we should apologize to Shotaro, too. Oh, right. Hello? Anybody home? Doesn't look like anybody's here. Guess we'll have to wait to talk to Suyu. Let's come back later. Looks like Shotaro isn't home. Yeah, no one's here right now. Eek! Oh, it's just the phone. That scared me. I'll get it. Hello, Wakamura residents. You're one of the Wakamuras. Actually, no one from the Wakamura family is home right now. Would you mind calling back later? Wait, really? Then that means... You must be that immortal girl. Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. If this is a prank call, I'm hanging up. Something about his tone really irks me. Aha! So this is where you've been hiding. Oh my god, 1 second. Aha, so this is where you've been hiding. Took me forever to find you. Who's this? Haha, my dear Osato, it's been a while. He knows you? So this is a prank call. I'm hanging up now. Whoa, hold it. Don't you hang up on me, you little shit. I know exactly who I'm talking to. It sounds like he actually knows who you are, Sato. I think this might be our chance to get some new info. I've got a really bad feeling about this. So, my dear little Sato, I hear Unkaku Dono. Oh my god. I hear Unkaku Dono's got his eye on you now. You're awfully well informed. Mind telling me who you are? But of all the people out there, it was Unkaku Dono who found out. Damn, that geezer's gonna hunt you to the ends of hell. Haha. Who the hell are you? Tell me. Whoa, you're really fired up. Hang on, wait. You fucking serious? You don't remember me? For real? That's real harsh. After everything we had, all that passionate talk about our future together. Wait, what? Come on, just because I don't remember you doesn't mean you gotta start spouting nonsense. Heh, you'll know if it's nonsense soon enough. And listen, I'm actually the one trying to help you here, you know? Might want to hear me out. What do you mean? So, this Nkonkodono, he's a psycho old man funneling cash into researching immortality. If he gets his hands on you, you'll be strapped to a table in his lab while he cuts you open alive. He'll sit there watching as you die and regenerate, all as part of his fucked up experiments. And once you're all healed up, slice and dice again, rinse and repeat over and over. Sounds fun, huh? That's straight up torture. Even if your body's immortal, the pain is all real. Becoming a sacrificial guinea pig is nothing. Becoming his sacrificial guinea pig would be nothing but hell on earth. You sure know a lot about this. Well, yeah, that's why you should come to me instead. Doesn't sound so bad now, does it, Osato? Huh? I'll take you into my protection before you're handed over to Nkonkodono. All you need to do is shut up and do as you're damn told, woman. Oh, hell no. If you think I'd ever grovel to some nameless creep like you, you've got another thing coming. I refuse. You'll remember me when we meet, I promise. So here's the deal. Get on today's last ferry to Toba Port. Come alone. Got it? What? Not a chance. Damn right. She isn't going anywhere with you. So do us both a favor and never contact me again. Aw, come on. Is that really how you're going to play it? Listen, if you don't show up when I say, I'll tear through every last dumbass on this island. Slice them all to fucking pieces. Sound good to you? That's what happens when people defy me. No mercy, just punishment. What? So I'll say it once more, my dear Osato. If you don't want this island to be a bloodbath, get on the last ferry, come to Toba Port alone. This is your last chance. You get that right? When you say no mercy, just punishment, what exactly are we talking about here? Oh, you know. I have this little curse power, and let's just say it can be pretty fucking potent. Another curse? I guess I could show it off by cursing every woman on the island. Kill them all off, one by one. How's that sound? That way everyone else on the island will see the one girl who doesn't die and, well, guess your secret's out. No. So yeah, better just do as I say. No point fighting it. I've already got an assassin mixed in with the locals. Everything's set. An assassin mixed in with the locals? Yep, and they're fucking nuts. Gave him a curse and they were way too thrilled to use it. Dead serious too. Eyes like a psycho killer. You get those sometimes. Natural killers. Pretty sure they've already made their move, and unless I call him off, they sure ain't stopping. Is he being serious? I'll check with you again after the first body drops, but I really recommend you make the smart choice before that. Anywho, ferry's leaving soon, so tick-tock, my dear Osato. Don't keep me waiting. Huh? Wait! This is bad. You heard all that, right? Yeah. Killing people with curses? No way, right? We came back here thinking Shotaro might be around. But now that I think about it, there's a good chance I could run into Mr. Wakamura, too. That could get awkward. I knew I had a bad feeling about that phone call. I'm really glad Tsukasa's here with me. I don't think I could have handled all this if I were alone. The last ferry leaves in what, less than an hour from now? And if I don't get on it, the whole island is in trouble. All that talk about curses and killing people, and we still have no idea who that even was. Felt like he knew something about your past, too. Yeah, but as far as I can remember, I honestly have no idea who he is. They knew about Nkonkodono and his research, so they're definitely involved in some way or another. Then maybe Maybe it's someone who doesn't get along with Unkonkudono and wants to steal you away from him. Makes sense, trying to help me is probably just a front, so his real goal has got to be something like that. So maybe he just acted like he knew you to put you at ease. Could be, but if he really wanted to put me at ease, I don't think he had the right tone. Yeah, that attitude was anything but reassuring. Like, was he actually serious, thinking you'd go along with that all because he barked at you? Not to mention threatening to curse the people on the island to death. It's hard to tell how serious that was. Well, one thing's clear, he was bad news. Ah, wait, someone's come home. Well, you came back, huh, Sato? Everything is still so up in the air that I really didn't want to have to see him right now. He could have at least come home a little bit earlier and taken that damn phone call for me. Maybe you'd best tell the old man about the phone call. Yeah. What's wrong, girl? You look like you've seen a ghost. Well, we just got a strange, threatening phone call. Oh? Tell me more. Huh. So, some nobody we don't even know wants you to... Some nobody we don't even know wants you to send off to the last ferry today. Let's try that again. Huh. So, some nobody we don't even know wants you sent off on the last ferry today. Yes, they said if I don't go, the island will be stuck with no mercy, just punishment. Bah, he's just trying to snatch you out from under Unkonkudono's nose. Always some fools trying to play smart. Pulling a stunt like that wouldn't just get you on Unkonkudono's bad side. It'd be a hell of a lot worse than that. Ignore that fool's call. You're going to Unkonkudono tomorrow, like we planned. Okay. Oh yeah, I totally should have said something earlier, but I'm totally against this whole sacrifice nonsense. Hey old man, if we can lift that curse of the raging waves before tomorrow, then Sato doesn't have to be offered as a sacrifice, right? Well, yeah, if that was possible. But that curse stumped even the finest sorcerer I know. You need solid proof it's been broken. That's fine. That assassin or whatever they were talking about kind of worries me. Who the heck could it be? He said they're blending in with the locals. I really hope it's not someone we know. Wait, what else did he say? Something about an assassin? Yes, they said someone wielding a curse power has mixed in with the locals and is already proceeding with their plans. Think it could be true? Most likely bluffing, but I'll have folks look into it just in case. Either way, if we nab the assassin first, there ain't nothing to worry about. This is my Kamishima. I don't like hearing we have unknowns mixed in with my people. Seeing as we're being threatened by a curse, couldn't you ask that sorcerer you trust to help us deal with it? Not happening. Too short notice. Even just one consultation takes a whole month of back and forth with their manager for appointment. Not to mention you can't even imagine how much it costs. You don't trouble someone like that over some damn fool's prank call when it's probably just a bluff. Seriously, they're that big of a deal? I guess neither of those two we bumped into yesterday was the sorcerer then. Huh? Who are you talking about? Yesterday we spoke to a man and woman in traditional clothes who asked where this place was. They didn't stop by? Oh right, yeah, some shady looking folks came around. They said something about a great storm curse drawing near and told me I should warn everyone to prepare for evacuation. Wait, so even people from outside the island know about this curse of the raging waves? But then who exactly were they? Beats me. Claimed they were with the police or some such, but something smelled fishy to me. They were rambling on about mummies and whatnot. Didn't make a lick of sense. Ain't got time to mess with folks like that. Told them I already knew and had them get lost. Anyone with even the slightest spirit sense can tell the island's affected by a curse right now. They were just scam artists using that to spout nonsense to squeeze out donations. Bunch of crooked psychics, that's all. Got no time to be dealing with folks like that. Is that really all it was? Something about it is nagging at me. Is this curse of the raging waves definitely real? I already told you, it's as real as they get. So, what are you going to do now, old man? First off, Sato ain't going anywhere. Stay put till that last ferry docks back on the mainland. You sure that's safe? Curses or not, there's no way anyone is going to go around killing off a bunch of old people. That just ain't practical. That said, someone sneaking in as an assassin, that could happen. I see. Bah, even if their curse was just bluff, they're clearly planning something. Ain't no way I'll let it slide. Threatening not just me, but Unkonkudono, they'll regret messing with us. I'll smoke them out myself and have them confess all their bullshit. Yikes, he's pissed. You two stay here. Got it? Ah. He's gone. Sped out like a bullet. So what now? He told us to wait here, but... Well, we don't need to catch the ferry anymore. Still, feels like a waste of time just sitting here. Let's go see if we can find Suyu. Sounds good. If we can find a way to stop the curse of the raging waves, there'd be no reason to sacrifice you. Let's go. About an hour and a half later. Well, we definitely learned a lot more after speaking with Suyu. Huh? Tsukasa? Damn it. Listen, there's no way I'm letting them sacrifice you, not for anything. Thanks, Tsukasa. Sorry I got so worked up. Don't worry about it. That's just who you are. I guess the last ferry should have reached the mainland by now. Yeah, I think the old man managed to find that assassin. Let's go see what's going on outside. Not like we have much else to do now. Yeah. I think I should move one more time. Because this is where we see her get cut down. So I'm going to move one more time and then we'll call the video there. Oh, look, it's Shotaro. Hey, you two. Perfect timing. My old man's been stomping around with this wild look on his face, asking people if they've seen anyone suspicious. You two know anything about that? Actually, yeah, we do. So I guess he's trying to track down that assassin who's blending in on the island somewhere. Wow, so people really announce threats like that over the phone. Still, I'm glad the old man didn't take the bait. That was probably the right call. But if it's not just Unkonkudono's people after you, then we've got a new problem on our hands. Yep. The sun's starting to go down. Maybe that's part of it, but something feels off. You guys see any stickers? There's a sticker. Mockingbird number 14. Kikuko's Reward. Maverick Mandy. Even with everything going on, he still manages to stay calm. I know it's not fair to lean on him only when things get tough, but his confidence makes it hard not to. Tsukasa's clearly on edge. I can't blame her. This whole situation is such a mess. We really should apologize for missing the meeting earlier. Yeah. Sorry about missing our meeting today. I was the one who asked and ended up standing you up. Excuse me. Something urgent came up and I couldn't make it. Ah, right, that. Well, stuff happens. I'm not mad or anything, but... Mind telling me exactly what happened? Well, something unexpected came up and kind of threw off my whole schedule. So you can't say any more than that. You're not even going to tell me what you wanted to talk about? Yeah, I can't tell you that either yet, sorry. Right. Well, whatever. Let's just say you owe me one. Owe you one? Yeah, sometime when I need it, you'll have to do something for me. Wait, that's not fair. It's not her fault. I'm the one who caused all the problems today. You see, I was actually the one who... Tsukasa, stop. This isn't the time for that. But if I don't, you'll... Whoa. Why do I feel like I'm the bad guy here? You're the one who didn't show up. No, you're not the bad guy. It really is my fault. I'm sorry. No, it's on me. Sato didn't do anything wrong. Okay, relax. For the sake of your friendship, I'll let it slide. Let's just reschedule for another time. Right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm real sorry, Sato. No, I should be the one saying that. Things are a little hectic today. We can talk about that more another time. So about getting you out of the whole sacrifice mess. Ah, yes, don't worry about that. I've been thinking, and maybe it's best if we leave for Tokyo together first thing tomorrow. Lay low for a while. Yeah, I know, it looks like I'm just using this chaos as an excuse, but at this point, I don't think I can offer any other options. What do you think? Well, first off, thanks for thinking it over with me. But, would it be okay if I gave it a little more thought? Sure, but if you take the ferry, my old man will catch on. If you want to go, it'll have to be on a small boat, quietly, just after dawn. I'll need time to set things up, so I need your answer by tonight. Okay, I'll think it through. Let me know by tonight whether you'll come with me to Tokyo tomorrow morning. If this so-called assassin really has slipped in among the others, running around blindly like my old man won't get us anywhere. We don't have enough to go on yet, so it's hard to say anything for sure. But at the very least, I'd be looking for people with regular contact with those off the island. Right, anyone who rarely leaves the island isn't really a likely suspect. So that means that people like Shotaro and me, who live off the island most of the time, are the most suspicious. Given the situation, yeah. You know, it's also possible that the caller and the assassin are both working for Unkaku Dono. Wait, why would you think that? It's possible that he either never had the means to lift the curse of the raging waves, like he promised, or never intended to hand it over in the first place. Oh, I get it. That way he could just get Sato without keeping his end of the bargain. Plus, he could also then turn around and pin everything on your old man. Exactly. Sharp as ever, Tsukasa. Thanks. Either way, if someone like that really is out there, we need to stay on guard. Definitely. Huh? What's wrong? Heh, looks like you've got something caught in your bangs. Oh no, how embarrassing. You always seem so calm and collected, but I guess everyone has their moments. Huh? Where? You want me to take a look? No, it's okay. I've still got that hand mirror on me. Let's take a look. There it is. Is that a feather? When did that get there? Got it. That looks What the? What the hell is that? Is something wrong, Sato? There's something behind me. Huh? What was that? I should check. Sato, what's wrong? I should check behind me. I did. I don't see anything. There's nothing here. Huh? I could have sworn it was right around here. There's nothing there. Maybe I imagined it. Shit. That hurts. Damn it, it hurts. It hurts. Cut straight through me. My insides are on fire. This is it, isn't it? I just died. But how? What happened? Oh, Tsukasa, I'm sorry. They got me. So, this is the power of the curse then. It's real. I saw something for a split second and then it cut me down. Okay, just relax. Breathe, nice and slow. This is bad. People are coming over. It's turning into a scene. Oh no. Not here. Everyone will see. Damn it. Everyone will know I can heal. What do I do? They're all panicking. No choice. Just act dazed, clueless, then run away while I can. Immortal Girl. Witness Sato Shiranami's resurrection. Alright, so that's that. Alright. I'm going to cut the video there. It looks like we have this to explore next time, and then we can start getting into Yumeko and Arnov next. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining me for another night of Strange and Scary Games. Sorry about the fireworks. I do not know why that was happening. But yeah. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Good night.